Is it gonna be like definitions or like applying the how might we questions or something like that?
Yeah, it's mixed. So between like multiple choices, small definitions, not big ones. Okay, so it's practical questions, not something to be worried about. So we did 2 lectures
Okay.
in this, generating insights and reframing and idea generation. So these both are new lectures for this year. Do you remember anything about generating insight and reframing? So
Oh,
what was the most important thing in generating insight?
can you repeat the question, sir? I
What
didn't
was the
hear it.
most important thing in this lecture? Generating insights and reframing. Why do we generate insights?
Maybe I can answer like sort of this one. To sort of like after we made empathy, right? So to create insight, we sort of like getting their point of view, if I remember correctly. And for example, 1 month of insight is like applying the how might we questions, if I remember.
Yeah. So basically we generate insights so we can have closest view about the problem, okay?
Oh, about the problem and their lives, yeah.
Okay, so we talked about the empathy map. So there are 4 boxes we need to fill.
Oh yeah,
what people say, what people think, and what people will feel, what people would do. Okay?
Yeah.
So this was the most important thing in this chapter is the empathy map. And the how might we questions. Okay, so in the next chapter, the idea generation, we talked again about how might we question, and we said the third step, the defining, is the step where we think about the cause, correct?
Yeah, the cause, define the problem, yeah.
So the solution start in the concepts and brainstorming rules. Have one conversation at a time, go for quantity, build ideas for the other, encourage wide idea, be visual, stay on topic, and defer judgment. Post brain, which after brainstorming, carry multiple ideas forward to learn, consider these selection criteria. Choose the most meaningful and your riskiest idea. Why?
Like it's sort of like the greater the risk, like the better the reward, if that makes sense.
So the most meaningful means the most one that will be like logical one.
Yeah, the more that suit the problem, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but why we need to go for the riskiest one also?
I think like for the riskiest one, because like I think personally, like it's sort of like either to cancel out the riskiest and the craziest ideas, but also like maybe generate other ideas alongside it, if that makes sense.
Okay, and also to like come up with some new solutions that has not been done
Yeah,
before.
sort of like
Okay?
that. What I
Because
just mentioned, yeah.
people will not choose risky steps or risky idea. So that will make you special and you will make your solution special. Okay?
Yeah.
So this was basically it. Okay, so let's go to the worksheet. We already did this. Let's do it again. So
yeah, we did that with John and Erica, the empathy map.
So what people would say about Erica?
Like I would say that, let's say people would say like, oh, this is a man's job, not a woman's job, if that makes sense.
Okay, what else?
They would say like, well, I guess a little before, like, you're too feminine for the job, or like you're not suitable for this job.
Okay, so this basically should summarize it. So what people will think about Erica now?
They would sort of think that she doesn't know about engineering, or that she's not knowledgeable.
Doesn't know about mechanic.
Yeah, about mechanics. Yeah,
Okay.
about being a mechanic.
Does not have physical
Strength. Yeah, physical strength to move heavy
strength
objects.
to move objects. Okay. So basically, this is it.
Yeah.
Now, what people will feel about Erica?
They probably would not really trust her as a mechanic if they were to choose her. They would like feel
trust her.
Really, yeah.
What else?
I guess it would also feel sort of weirded out because they have not really seen a female mechanic before. If that makes sense.
Surprised. Okay.
Surprised, yeah, surprised. Yeah.
Okay, what people will do?
They'll probably not choose her.
Hesitate.
Yeah, they would hesitate to choose.
To go to Erica. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is an empathy map. Now about John, what people will say?
Well, I guess it would sort of say like the opposite of Erica. They would say like,
just
like,
a minute.
oh, you're very suitable for this job, sort of.
Today we had social and tomorrow innovation, correct?
Yeah, today's social quiz, yeah. So quiz social today and tomorrow's innovation.
Okay. So now about John.
Like as I mentioned before, like they would say like, oh, you're so good at this job, like you fixed so many problems or greater challenges.
Okay. What they will think about John?
They would think that they'll see if like he's good in mechanics or not.
They would think.
Okay. How they will feel? Trustworthy. Okay. Do
they'll try to go and like see if he's good or not.
Okay. So in most cases, let's say in most.
I'm back, sir. I just connected to my wife. The power is back.
Choose to go to John. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is an empathy map. How might we question? So let's go for 2, 3 how might we questions about each. Let's start with Erica. So Erica, Aline, give me a how might we question for Erica.
How might we know if she's a good mechanic?
Know if she is a good mechanic. Alex. Give me how might we question for Erica.
Good question. How might we question? So we need to question. What does HMW mean?
How might we?
Okay. How might we question? To know how much she works in the field.
she works in the fields.
Well,
What do
we
you
already
mean? Be
mentioned
more specific. We said in how might we question should be very specific, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but like how many years did she work in the field? So we know how much experience she had.
It's the same, like how might we know if she's good mechanic or no?
Okay, well,
Okay,
does
maybe
she
I can
have any
answer.
Saying it
assistants
differently.
then? Like what type of tools does she have? What's she capable of?
Well, we already
Knowledge,
answered the
her
question.
capability.
Yeah.
Okay. How might we what column?
Let's see, like more related like to her, like how might we make clients trust her, for example?
Make clients trust her. Okay.
Yeah.
How about John now? If we want to come up with some different ones for John, go Aline.
Can I go last to think of one?
Go column.
We could say, how might we show people that John is a mechanic? Like there's a mechanic or something.
Be more specific. Make John more trustworthy because he is very cautious about his client. Okay.
Yeah.
How might we?
Oh, I think I might know this one. Like, how might we find more knowledgeable clientele, for example? Could be one.
Knowledge. Well, oops. Knowledgeable what? How can we increase his knowledge? Okay, so it's more simple. Aline. Help John get more customers. Okay.
Okay.
So why do we choose how might we questions? We go from general to specific using how might we questions. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically we narrow down the possibility to finally come up with one single solution that will fit the best. Okay. And all questions should be related to each other. Now we did come up with how might we question randomly. However, it should be like this. How might we, one, two, how might we should be related to one. Okay. Three, how might we question should be related to what?
To how might we two?
To two. Okay. So this is how we narrow down.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back to Erica a little bit. Kalam said that we need to choose that she is good mechanic. How can you make people choose if Erica, think of Erica as good mechanic?
How might we make her more knowledgeable about the field of being a mechanic?
How might we get client to see her work? Okay.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So we want to show people if she's good. We need to show them her work. Okay. Now, how we might bring client to Erica?
Oh, Erica. basically, how might we
make client cluster?
sort of
You see,
like
if we make client cluster, this is related to 2.
Yeah, cluster, like maybe, yeah.
Okay, so this now this
Yeah.
is 1, 2 is related to 1, and 3 is related to 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically with John, this is what we did with John. So first we made to make him more trustworthy. In order to make him more trustworthy, we need to increase his knowledge. When we increase his knowledge and increase his trust, he will get more customers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, at what step of design thinking process we start brainstorming and why?
I think I can answer this one.
So we have 5 steps in design thinking process. At which step we start? We have 6 steps: understand, observe, define, ideate, prototype, and test.
Yeah.
So at what step we start brainstorming?
We brainstorm at ideate.
No, ideate is the solution, is the actual solution.
No, like but would technically be like ideate, just like brainstorming ideas or the solution, because like before, like define is more like defining the problem.
No, when you are defining the problem, you start with the brainstorming process.
Okay.
Now, why?
I guess like since we're talking about like the define part, I guess like is to sort of help define the problem more properly, and like also define the solution for ideas. It will help with creating ideas.
The problem more properly. Okay?
Yeah.
Why also? Alex, say something.
Me?
Yes, you.
So at what step of design thinking process brainstorming why when you're defining what helps in general? Okay, well, we need to start brainstorming to find solutions to a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Or to understand the problem. So basically you can brainstorm in two stages while defining the problem and also while coming up with different solutions. Okay, so if you say in define, it's correct, and if you say in ideate, it's correct. But 2 has different objective. Define is to understand, and more understand more properly the problem. Ideate what? To come up with what?
With ideas.
With better solutions. Because at step of ideate, we start with building our solutions, correct or no?
Yeah, true.
So if you choose defining, you need to tell me to understand the problem properly. But if you choose ideate, you need to tell me you need to come up with better solutions.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So both answers are correct. It's up to you what you choose. Okay?
Yeah.
Alex, do you have questions?
No.
Let me write this here. Callum, do you have questions?
Not really.
No, Aline. So, or while ideating. Why? We can start brainstorming, and the cause, because it will help us come up with better solution and more innovative. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this basically was the most important information about the two lectures. The quiz will be easy, of course. I did not include anything hard. I'm going to upload this solution on the application, so you guys can have access to it. Where is
Okay.
Amir?
Not sure.